Yo, 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 yo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys. Look alive, look alive. It's your boy, Act Reacher, with another episode of the Boxing TP. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Real talk. Um, you know what I'm saying? It was a great night of boxing, or at least a solid night of boxing, because we definitely had some interesting things go on. You know what I mean? From morning all the way up to sundown. We had two cards on the same network on at the same time. Zach Parker and Dillian Whyte fighting at the same time. Don't get it. But anyway, they made it so that it was that way. So I don't know if it worked, but I try to ping everybody in here. But definitely some dope stuff last night. Got to see my boy Charles Conwell. Uh, we got my brother just entered the building.
What's good? What's
Still,
good?
yeah, still tell them where they can find you at, man. Share the room if you can.
Indeed, you can find me on YouTube, TWR Presents. You know what I mean? Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. You know what I mean? Check out our listening sessions. Wake and Bake Boxing on Saturdays. You can also find me on usualsuspect6.com. Boxing rankings. You know what I mean? Music, drip, all that good stuff. Shop usualsuspect6.com as well. Got the new title tees up. You know what I mean? We just put up the new third ward title tee. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all go tap into that. But yeah, ready to talk some boxing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, so what I want to talk about first, brother, since you came in here, we didn't really get to touch on it. I want to talk about Jermaine Franklin and Dillian White. Now, from your lenses, what did you see?
Nah,
What
I
did
ain't
you
I,
see?
I ain't see the fight top to bottom. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't see the fight top to bottom, but I did see a good amount of the fight to get a good analysis of what happened. You know what I mean? And it pretty much went down um as I anticipated. Because I was kind of feeling like as time ticks on to this fight, I'm feeling more confident that Jermaine Franklin's gonna do well. You know what I mean? And in the fight, he did do well. But was it well enough to win the fight outright? According to the UK judges, you know what I mean? Sort of I won't say UK judges, but the matchroom paid judges, they didn't think so. You know what I mean? At least two of them didn't think so. One of them had it a draw. You know what I mean? And the other two had it for Dillian White. But I said before this fight happened, Jermaine Franklin was have to go. He was gonna have to go in there and knock down Dillian White or knock out Dillian White, and he didn't do that. I mean, he did a good job boxing him on the inside. Uh, he showed a great jab, the ability to throw off combinations. He stunned Dillian White at a couple times, but he needed to capitalize on those on stunning Dillian White and follow up on that, and he didn't do that. He also let uh, Dillian White steal a couple rounds, particularly that last round in the 10th round, where Dillian White got a little bit of the best of him. Might have been off balance, but according to the judges and the way the fans were reacting, Jermaine Franklin appeared hurt. You know what I mean? So that possibly swayed the judges into giving Dillian White that round. Of course, we need to talk about the other things that I brought up before the fight, the matchroom referees. I said there's going to be an issue with the way the referees are gonna they get into the fight, especially how they help the A side and become a annoyance to the B side. Now, in this fight, we seen calls that should have been called, fouls that should have been called, and the referee didn't do it. There was many people complaining about the apparent rabbit punching from Dillian White to Jermaine Franklin, and the referee acted like he didn't see it at all and gave no type of warnings and no type of reprimands for that type of behavior in the ring. You know what I mean? But this is all to be expected when you're going into the UK, when you're going into on a matchroom card. You got to come in there, knock the guy down 3, 4 times, or you got to knock the guy out to come out with the win. So for the people that are saying that this is a robbery, I can understand Jermaine Franklin saying it's a robbery because he was in the ring. You know what I mean? He hasn't seen the fight yet, but for us to be saying that it's a robbery, I think it's a little bit of bit of a stretch. It was a close fight. You know what I mean? It was definitely a close fight. And at the end of the day, Jermaine Franklin raises his stock, raises his stock in this loss. And Dillian White, I would say, loses some stock because he didn't look all that refreshed, didn't look that improved from the new training from Buddy McGirt. But one thing I will say that was improved, he showed marginally better defense. Dillian White showed
Yes,
marginally better
yes,
defense. I seen him trying
yes.
to use
I
some
even
type
had
of
to give him that.
I seen him try to use
Crab
some type of
shell defense.
Philly shell, crab
Midwest
shell
is
defense,
crab
and it was
shell.
block. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was blocking the
Archie
uppercuts,
Moore.
bro. Yes, it was blocking the
Archie Moore.
uppercuts, and
Yes.
I was slightly impressed by that style of defense that he was using, and it was effective for him.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
So I'll give Dillian White that in retrospect, but Jermaine Franklin to me was the revelation in the fight. A lot of people kind of wrote him off in this fight, and I think Jermaine Franklin, if he came in a bit better shape, because he was a bit fluffy. You know what I mean? He
Yes.
was a bit
Yes.
fluffy.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
in shape, uh full time boxing Jermaine Franklin could easily beat the Dillian White that we saw Saturday night. But yeah, that you got it. That's my take.
Um, that was an excellent breakdown by my brother Jay Steels. I'm gonna back in that, and I'm gonna say that I thought, me personally, I picked Jermaine Franklin to win the fight, so I gotta eat crow. I'm gonna figure out how to hook up the soundboard with the phone so that on Clubhouse I could eat crow or whatever if I pick wrong. I actually got two fights wrong, last night. But I'm gonna talk about Dillian White and Franklin first. Uh, I'm just kind of mad because I felt like it should have been a draw. Dillian White's crab shell defense, his Archie Moore style type of defense, definitely was effective and it did work for him. I gotta agree 1,000% with my brother Jay Steels on that. That's real talk. It definitely was effective, and it worked for his style of fighting. Um, and he was also able to pace himself really well, if you pay attention to that. But my Michigan brother, Jermaine Franklin, he wasn't just coming in there to lay down. Mad credit and respect to the brother, and I salute him on that. It was very surprising, but at the same time, it wasn't for me because I feel like Dillian White is basically a shot fighter, but he could get through it for now. He's not that shot to where he can't get through it, but if he would have been there in there with, like, I feel like if Jermaine Franklin would have had just a little bit more death magic, just a little bit more death magic, something different probably would have happened in that fight. But he still did a great job. To me, I don't think Dillian White did enough to win. I think it should have been a draw. That's just personally what I think right now.
No, I can definitely hear that. You know what I mean? It was a close fight. One judge had it a draw. Um, like I said, I didn't see the whole fight from top to bottom to score it, but yeah, there's a lot of even people from the UK when you look at some of the comments from the highlights that the zone put up. Um, a lot of people are in agreement. You know what I mean? They with Jermaine Franklin at least that he should have won the fight. So um, we'll see if the well we won't see. Dillian White's gonna take this win and run off, and hopefully secure himself that AJ fight. We'll see where this takes Jermaine Franklin, because once again, I think this performance improves his stock in the heavyweight division.
I definitely would agree with that, and I hope he doesn't slack off because of this win, because he might actually get a good payday in the next one because of this loss. So I hope he still do what he got to do, because like I said, it wasn't the way people was writing him off. Even though some of us pick Jermaine Franklin just because we hate Dillian White so much, it wasn't out of the realm of possibilities that Jermaine Franklin could beat him in a rematch.
Yeah, I just feel that it's not in Dillian White's cards or Matchroom's cards to give Franklin an opportunity. This was a shot to grab the carrot that was dangling in front of that they was dangling in front of him, and then he didn't grab it. He touched it, but he didn't grab it. So it's like on to the next. I mean, this lines up Dillian White for the rematch with AJ. This, if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Hearn calls Jermaine Franklin back to fight Fabio Wardley.
Yeah, Fabio Wardley. Speaking of Fabio Wardley, it was a tough out, even though it got done early. Like he bruised up very badly, very badly in the face. Steals it had me a little bit concerned for him. What did you think about that fight? Did you get to see it?
Yeah, I saw that fight from top to bottom. Um,
Go ahead, break it down.
it's hard to it's hard for me to be totally critical of Fabio Worthy for him getting face busted because it's like I'm totally agreeing with Red and saying that Nathan Gorman is complete trash. And me as the so-called international boxing correspondent or the usual suspect, I know Nathan Gorman ain't no trash. I mean, he does have a boxing like a boxing pedigree and a skill set. He may not be the body beautiful. He may not come in the best of shape, but he did come in good shape in this fight. Um, so he was able to land some good combinations. He was able to show that he was there to be a game opponent and he was there to be the British heavyweight champion. But what those combinations that Gorman landed on Worthy showed that it awakened the beast out of Worthy because this is the second time in a row where Worthy's been like rocked, and then immediately after he gets rocked, he turns up. You know what I mean? The beast is unleashed, and then within 20 to 30 seconds of him being rocked, the other guy's on the ground, the other guy's laying down. So it shows me uh when he gets hurt, he's highly dangerous. It shows me as well his recovery, power is good for the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? Coming up, you're gonna be touched. You know what I mean? As you're going up in the ranks, he's been touched. He's dealt with a bit of adversity, and he's dealt with that adversity in a quick response. You know what I mean? He dispatched of Nathan in shape, confident Nathan Gorman in style. You know what I mean? Um, so on to the next. I'm looking forward to. I think it was a test that was passed, and I'm looking forward to seeing Worthy uh, start fighting fringe level world competition, i.e., Jermaine Franklin, i.e., Jermaine Franklin. At the end of the day, we got to look at Worthy and still respect that this is a guy that is about 25 years old in the heavyweight division that has no amateur experience, learning on the job, and you see the natural ability this kid already possesses. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from when I speak and observe Fabio Worley.
Yeah, great breakdown from my brother Steels again. Salute to my man Samasa. Salute, bro. Always, what I mean, champ. If you could come in and speak, you can. If you can't, I know you at work. Appreciate you coming through the TPs and all that. Um, Me personally, I thought for a Nathan Gorman, I thought he should have passed that quiz with an A+. I thought it shouldn't have been as much resistance. I didn't like that he got busted up like that, and that took a little bit of continues away from his boxing life. I feel like in that little fight, like he need to work on his defense a bit, Fabio. Um, I did like to see him bite down and show that he has that dog in him when he did get busted up. You know what I mean? That's a man after my own heart. Can't be mad at that. Definitely would have gave him a full berserker chain, but at what cost? I didn't think it was intelligent how he went about it.
What intelligence, bro? You can't mark chalk it up to Nathan Gorman at decent offense in the early rounds, bro.
No, I didn't think Nathan Gorman was shit. I
See,
felt like
you're not respecting the game, bro. He got caught with a punch while he was in duck mode. He was dipping a shot, and Nathan Gorman had the
I remember
wherewithal
he did catch him,
to throw more than one punch. He threw a
and even when he
combination,
got
and
knocked
the
down,
second punch was an uppercut, which got
even
which
when he
caught
got knocked
which
down,
caught Fabio Worley dead on the nose, busted his nose while he was dipping. Them shits happen. This is boxing. Y'all niggas try to act like it should be a flawless victory, Mortal Kombat style, my nigga. Niggas should no stains, no touch, nothing. This is heavyweight boxing, dude.
nah, bro, I'm not saying that that can't happen, but I feel like with a dude, not to get at Nathan Gorman, I don't think that somebody like Nathan Gorman should, I'm not saying stuff don't happen. And like I said, he still got through it. He got the stoppage and everything. Even when he knocked him down, Nathan Gorman did come back and give him resistance. But I don't think much of Nathan Gorman. That's just me personally. You know what I mean? I felt like it shouldn't have been no resistance there. With certain level opponents, people expect you to get through the job easy. But then again, it was for they British title. You know what I mean? What they consider on their level really good. And it kind of goes to show you the level of quality in the States. Because look at a dude like Jermaine Franklin, who people wrote off and just thought he would be an opponent. Bro, he came in there and he really went to work.
I mean, different levels. Jermaine Franklin is a legitimate fringe contender. Fabio Worley, Nathan Gorman are domestic level prospects, right? Like those two different things, bro.
I mean,
And
if you say so, he only
yet
had
again,
21 fights. People wasn't
Fabio
giving him.
Worley don't have no amateur experience. He learning on the job. You're gonna get touched.
See, I don't know about what's the name's experience as far as that.
Nathan Gorman has extensive amateur experience. That's why you see he got some skill.
I ain't see too much. And he damn sure they showed me a good chin.
He's only lost his only other loss is to Danny Dubois, and I think he took Dubois longer than 2 rounds. I think it went like 5-6.
Yeah, that's great. I just felt like it was too tough of an out for him. I don't think, I think when he get up there and come to the States, I don't care what you say, Steels. He's fooled. He's food for the heavyweights in the States.
See, you got this. You got things misconstrued. You already thinking. You're already ready to put him in there with the world class opponents, heavyweight American heavyweights in the States. When I keep on telling you, the nigga's just a prospect. Still needs seasoning. So when he's seasoned up, you still willing to say, oh, he's food?
Well, Stills, I'll say this. Yeah, he got to still develop things like that. That's cool. Um, he, like I said, he did show me some dog. I won't take that from him. He did. He bit down. He did what he had to do. But I just feel like when he step up, when he step up, it's gonna be bad.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be bad. Um, let's move on from Fabio. Um, let's go to Regis Prograis. Um, what do you think about Regis Prograis' win over Zepeda?
Best performance I've seen Regis in. Um, you have to give a lot of credence to this type of performance because of the type of opponent that he was in there with. Usual suspect, 140 pounder, uh, number 3 rated Jose Zepeda. Highly, highly credited and highly rated amongst all of us in the usual suspects. Um, coming off of he's coming off of a long winning streak. Been knocking out guys left and right. Decent opponents at that. Uh, showing himself to get off the floor himself. If we remember that Ivan Baranchik fight, he had to get off the floor 4 times before he sent Baranchik to the hospital. You know what I mean? So he's been through it all. Zepeda's was a very game dangerous opponent for Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis showed that in the fight and showed the dedication to his training, to his fitness. We seen a different type of body from Regis Prograis in that fight. We seen a different type of energy and stamina in Regis Prograis in that fight. The stamina to have him be able to utilize that upper body movement consistently from round 1 to round 11 was having Zepeda having to reset the whole night. Regis Prograis showed great transition from defense to offense, from offense to defense. Showed the ability to change levels great, while changing levels, being able to throw punches while changing levels at awkward moments. You know what I mean? So Regis Prograis showed the full array of why he's a champion. Not only the offense, not only the defense, but when the defense was broken through, the chin stayed resolute. I didn't really see. There was maybe one once or twice where Regis was buckled. Look at the recovery powers though, top notch, world class, championship level. You know what I mean? Regis showed it all. That's why I have to sum it up by saying it was the best performance I've seen Regis in with this class of opponent. You know what I mean? So much so, I'm now wondering what he would look like with the guys at 147. But that maybe that's thinking a little bit too ahead. You know what I mean? I think a great fight for him now would be doing what a lot of champions do once they touch their belt, once they get that belt back. Go ahead and get your mandatory out of the way. Get your mandatory out of the way quick, soon, you know what I mean? And fast. And that mandatory is Jose Ramirez. Get him out of the way and clear up the rest of the calendar year so you can target unifications because the Infinity Stones are scattered all over the place. You know what I mean? And you want that opportunity to target these guys without having to worry about getting stripped, having to fight fights that you don't necessarily want to fight. You know what I mean? So get Jose Ramirez out of the way and target those unifications. But once again, great performance from Regis Prograis, and uh, no shame in the performance in Jose Zepeda too as well. You know what I mean? The man was dangerous the whole fight. Regis had to be on his P's and Q's the whole fight. But due to his stamina, he was able to keep his focus and do as such. But that's my take.
Yeah, man. Great breakdown from Jay Steels once again. Um, I felt like this was the best performance by Regis I ever seen. Um, it was real smooth, calm, calculated. It I know, like I said, a lot of people thought that he could have got Zepeda out there earlier, but I feel like with a dude like Zepeda, you can't really take too many chances like that. You just can't go out there and just be thinking that you're gonna, you know, swing and just land on him, and what I mean. You can't possibly get caught in between the shot or something like that. He's the type of guy you gotta be really smart and calculated with. And Regis has sparred him a lot because Regis used to live in the LA area. So he was very familiar with Zepeda. And it kind of showed with the comfortability. He looked excellent in this fight. I think if he get in there with Josh Taylor again, I think he'll beat him very easily. I'm not even worried. Um, with that being said, I want Subriel Matias to get his belt. Subriel Matias get his belt. Then I would like to see him and Regis make something happen. I definitely would love to see him and Regis make something happen. Um, Regis, like my brother still said, if he could get the fight and stay occupied and fight his mandatory Jose Ramirez, he fight Ramirez and you know Subriel Matias fight. I forget the dude's name. Stills, what's the dude's name? If you remember that,
Jeremiah Ponce.
yes. And then once he get that, we could come together and I wouldn't mind him and Regis. Like I said, it's a lot of possibilities out there. And then you got Teofimo about to fight Sandor Martin. So, what you think about that fight, Steels? Sandor Martin and
Yeah,
Teofimo.
it's a cool little fight. I think it's an upgrade, an opponent from Pedraza. Pedraza coming off that draw, not all looking all that great against Comey, but we all expected him just to be a game opponent against Tiafimo, but ultimately not win. You know what I mean? But Sandor Martin, I think, has a better chance. Um, but what are the variables? Has Martin been in camp? You know what I mean? Has he been training for the fight, or did he just get called up and he's now taking this opportunity because uh, the money was just too great? The the potential position of being an eliminator in a WBC eliminator was just too great to pass. You know what I mean? So there could be that in play why they chose Sandor Martin. But if he's fully in shape, ready to go, like he stays ready, uh, uh, Sandor Martin, he is going to present a lot of problems, I believe, especially early on in the fight for Teofimo Lopez. But at the end of the day, if I'm gonna be a betting man, I'm betting on Teofimo Lopez to figure Sandor Martin out after a while because the problem with Sandor Martin, I don't think he has enough pop necessarily to keep a guy like Teofimo Lopez respect level uh uh down throughout the fight. You know what I mean? I think he's the maybe so at the beginning of the fight in the earlier rounds, but as the rounds go on, I think even if Sandor Martin starts to frustrate Teofimo, there's going to be a point in time where the explosiveness of Teofimo is going to be able to connect with Sandor Martin. I think his power it may not have translated. It's yet to be seen if it's translated amongst the the, the world class competition at 140, but against the fringe contenders at 140, I think he can get the job done. So I'm picking Teofimo Lopez over Sandor Martin.
Okay. Okay. Me, I could see Sandor Martin possibly upsetting him, but I'm saying that now. But I'm gonna try to tune in to the training and see what's going down with the camps and stuff like that. Um, did we miss any other fights or anything, Steels?
Um, ain't nobody talking about Charles Conway yet, really. Charles Conwell against Juan Carlos Abreu.
Oh yes, yes, we could talk about that.
Yeah, a lot of us was backstage watching that fight. A lot of us have Charles Conwell was highly rated. He's highly regarded amongst definitely amongst the usual suspects. But the sentiment backstage when we was watching the fight was kind of like um negative. We was kind of a lot of us was like maybe we overrated him. I mean, and that might have been unfair due to the fact that there was many adversities that Charles Conwell had to deal with during this fight with Abreu. Now, two cuts on his eyelid was definitely impairing his vision, bothering him, blood dripping into his eye and whatnot. You seen him constantly wiping his eye and whatnot. Um, Abreu was a rugged opponent. Conwell didn't do himself much favors by deciding to engage with him on the inside. You know what I mean? Making it closer for him to rub his head, rub his glove into the open wound. He also suffered another cut on the bridge of his nose. I don't know whether it came from another headbutt or from a punch, but he was sustaining a lot of cuts in this fight. You know what I mean? Um, and through those cuts, he was able to still have a decent workman like pace. He showed the ability to be a high level technician, breaking down his opponent. You know what I mean, round by round. I don't believe he did get the stoppage, um, but it still was a fight that I looked at Abreu like, yeah, you need to get checked out at the hospital because Charles Conwell was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him. You know what I mean? In certain exchanges, landing great punches. Albeit one criticism I would give for Charles Conwell in that fight was not throwing punches and bunches. He was landing ones and twos. I think if he landed threes and fours, he probably would have got Abreu out of there. But these one shots at a time gave I think Abreu the ability to just enough ability to recover. I mean, to recover from those shots. So it was definitely a punishing performance that Charles Conwell delivered on Abreu, but not without injuries sustained to his face from the headbutts, from the in close quarters, in close action that most of the fight was played at in the dig, but it was a good workmanlike decision for Charles Conwell, but I still think it kind of left the brothers feeling that we have you highly regarded. We felt that you should have did something a little bit better with Abreu. You know what I mean? Especially given the fact that Abreu is a guy that was at 147 and got stopped by Boots in the sixth round. So it really puts into perspective how great and how good Boots is for Abreu coming up to 154 and giving Charles Conwell all he can handle. But that's my take.
Cadillac Red, my brother just entered the building. Um,
Wow, what's
Red,
happening with it? What's happening with it?
let the people know where they can find you at and stuff real quick.
Shit, you can find me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 4:20 Eastern Standard Time, 3:20 Central. We bullshitting on the Beltway. Thursday nights, 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying? After hours. You know what I'm saying? We open up the spot after hours and cook on everything but boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all know everything else is a usual suspect thing, man. You know what I'm saying? What he do though?
Well, first off, since it's Super Sundays, um, let us know how you feel about Regis' performance. Even though we talked about it, you came late. Um, from your lenses, let the people know what you saw.
Shit, motherfucking. I seen Regis get busy on him. You know what I'm saying? I seen Regis take shots. I seen Regis take some shots from this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some of them maybe to me unnecessary shots, but nonetheless, yeah, man. I seen the boy get busy, knock this boy out, 11th round, and show why he the best at 140, the two-time WBC champion, the lineal champion. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking with him at 140, man.
See, he paused right there because he knows I'm gonna check him on his lineal shit.
What you
Nigga
talk
ain't the
about?
lineal champ. Lineal
Yes,
and
he
nigga ain't the lineal
is.
champ. He just the WBC champ.
He the
That's it.
lineal champion.
You can't be the lineal champ if you ain't beat the number one consensus champion out there.
Man, he vacated
You
the
can't,
lineal
you can't,
title.
you can't vacate the lineal title. This ain't the Ring
He
Magazine
did.
title.
Yes,
That's
he
not the
did.
ring. The lineal don't have a belt, my nigga. It's a
Super
status.
Nah,
It's a
Sundays
bloodline,
for
he
my
cut.
real.
nigga.
He
It's a
took the
Super
blood out of the
bloodline.
Sundays
system.
for real.
He took the blood out of the
Josh
system.
Taylor didn't take the blood out of his veins
Yes, he
and say,
did.
I'm no longer lineal. You can't do that,
Yes, he
bro.
did.
Stop it.
Yes,
Show me.
yes,
Show
he
me the
did.
proof. Show me the proof. You know my number.
Okay,
Text
okay,
it
okay,
right
okay,
now,
okay,
bro.
okay, okay. I'm about to prove it to you. He said he was going to 47. That plus mob ties, plus
And
I ain't seen you. Hold on. Plus
no,
I
don't
ain't
even
seen
bring up
you.
mob ties, nigga,
Damn,
because everybody's
I can't
tied up
even
in
talk.
mob
You asked
ties.
me to
Don't
tell you.
everybody,
You asked me
everybody's
to
tied
tell
up
you,
in
and I
mob
start
ties.
bringing it
Stop
up.
it.
Soon as you ask me to tell you, I bring it up, and then you cut me off. You don't want to hear the truth. That's what it is. Just tell me you don't want to hear the truth. It's fine. I can respect your mind if you don't want to hear the truth.
I want to hear the truth. That's why I'm talking to
Okay,
myself.
so the truth of the matter is he got his ass whipped for number one. He hasn't fought since that ass whipping for number two. You know what I'm saying? He's vacated all his titles but one, including the lineal. You know what I'm saying?
False.
He
You lying,
hold
bro.
on. Let me finish speaking, my brother. For number three, he said he was going to 47, so he not in the weight class no more. You know what I'm saying? And then for number four, like I said, the boy got mob ties. He can't even leave his fucking country. He got bigger fish to fry to be worrying about some motherfucking boxing lineal title shit taking out my blood. That's what he said. That's what it is. I'm sorry if I gotta tell you this, but that's what happened.
False.
So, like I was saying, the new lineal champion, you know what I'm saying, Regis Prograis, motherfucking Naruka Roo, and he here for the shits. Any of you niggas got a problem, say his name, you know what I'm saying? He coming out like motherfucking Candy Man, motherfucker snatching you up. Just like that.
The Louisiana.
On this Super Sunday.
I don't think I got your opinion read on Franklin and Whyte. Did you get to see that?
Yeah, man, I seen that bullshit, man. I seen that bullshit, man. Hey yo. Hey yo. Man, look, man, I want to say they halfway robbed that, man. That could have been a draw, or that could have been a Franklin fight, man. I don't really see Dillian winning by the rounds that they say he won by, man. That's some wild, that's some nutso shit right there. That was some nutso shit. That was That's highly questionable. You know what I'm saying? How y'all did that. But, you know, Jermaine Franklin went over there and motherfucking, yeah. He went over there and they jerked him. That we all knew that was gonna happen. You ain't drop him. You ain't even put him on his ass not one time. Man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You lost. You in the UK, you fucking with Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the rules, man. Y'all know the rules. If you get dropped, the fight over. And if you drop this nigga, you might win. So it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to say it to you. It's fine. You ain't do shit. You ain't do shit. Now you got an L to Dillian Whyte. You gotta bring that back home to the murder mitten. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. Then Dillian Whyte, it shows what level he's on because he went tooth and nail with fucking. That nigga went tooth and nail with Franklin, boy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, man. It shows you how sad Dillian Whyte is, man. That nigga's trash, man. He's trash. For real. For real. Like,
Did you like the defense, Red?
huh?
Crab shell defense from
From who?
Dillian White.
He ain't gonna respect no crab shell defense.
Yeah, yeah. Dillian did his thing. I mean, you know, he got tagged with shots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did enough to never get really. I only seen him get hurt like maybe like once. So you know what I'm saying? His defense was alright. You know what I'm saying? But look at the opponent. How many knockouts do Franklin? What kind of power do you expect out of Jermaine Franklin? You know what I'm saying? For you to know if that defense is working. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that part too. But yeah, for that to be a test, he aced that. Yeah, I wasn't upset with it, in my opinion.
That nigga Frank Sanchez can't pop like that.
Can't pop like who? You said
He
Jermaine
can't
Franklin
pop,
got more.
period. He
You
can't
said
pop,
Jermaine Franklin
period.
got
Let's
more.
be real. Who
I
he
want to
knock
make sure I
out?
got you. Let me make sure I heard your question correctly. You saying Jermaine Franklin got more pop than Frank Sanchez?
Nah, I ain't saying that. But I'm not. I'm saying pop doesn't define whether you know what I mean, whether you gonna make it in the heavyweight division. Who Usyk knocking out?
Shit. That nigga knocked AJ out. The bell, they stopped. They rung the bell early. They rung
Come
that
on,
bell early.
dog.
That nigga was out.
Come
That
on,
nigga was
bro.
gone. AJ was done for, nigga. On the ropes, dead.
It
So
wasn't clinical enough.
look, man. This is what I know. Jermaine Franklin ain't no motherfucking Usyk. You know what I'm saying? And Frank Sanchez got more pop than that nigga. And if Frank Sanchez, I bet you Dillian White
Thank you.
that fight
Thank
Frank
you,
Sanchez
Red, for
will get some
keeping it
straightening
real.
around this motherfucker.
Nigga, Christian Hammer, your favorite fucking journeyman went 10 rounds with your favorite nephew. What is we talking about?
So,
The
so
Frank
Frank
Sanchez
Oh,
Sanchez
has
is the
okay,
pop.
okay.
nephew,
Hold on,
and
hold on.
Louis Ortiz is the uncle. That's what you.
Did he knock out?
That's
Did
your
he knock
thing
out?
with
Did
them.
he knock out F.A. Jagba?
No, he didn't. He knocked him
He
down.
dropped his ass though. He dropped that
Wow.
ass though. For
Yeah, you
somebody that don't
dropped
got
him.
no pop. I love FA to death, but he sure dropped that ass. My brother,
Little
stay ready.
Polly Malignaggi was knocking down niggas, and they got back ups. And
Oh
what?
my
What
god.
nigga got pop all of a sudden?
I don't remember Paulie knocking out nobody. I guess I must have
Yeah,
been
man.
watching him when he got in there with
Yeah,
Live
yeah.
Donuts.
I don't know. I don't know what you talk about.
I'm a little. I would have been young when he was doing it because I remember when Paulie was doing this thing, had the weird hair and shit. But anyway, my brother, stay ready, fella. Yo, stay ready. You there, bro? Tell the people where they can find you at, and I know they should Google you, but let them know all the platforms you on.
You said you know who?
Nah, I said I know we could Google you, but
Uh,
tell them the platforms they could find you.
Shit, y'all can find me on Ringside Views. Hell, interview with Shakur Stevenson be up this week. But and also interview with Shushu Carrington will be up this week. But man, what's up with it, fellas? Man, you were supposed to go. You were supposed to do this way earlier.
Nah, you left it live. I mean,
Uh,
you left it backstage too quick.
I had stuff to
Cause we decided, nah, but we decided to do it around 8. My
and
bad.
y'all ain't, and you could have
I
hit,
should,
didn't even hit me and told me.
man, my bad. I was trying to, you know, trying to say. Actually, I made the cover and everything, so I was just trying to do everything early so I can have everything set up before I go to work tomorrow. But real quick, we gonna run down the fights because you like Red, you came late. Um, Jermaine Franklin and Dillian White, man, break it down for us real quick.
Yeah, didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I was out of
so
town.
cool. Okay, so we
I was
can
on the road headed
scratch
back.
that. Oh, that's what I forgot to ask y'all. We got to come back to that one. Did you get to see Zach Parker versus John Ryder?
I ain't watched nothing but Regis Card.
Okay, okay. All right. So, what? Break down the Regis fight for us, please.
So in the Regis fight, it was a great fight. I think Regis really won that fight. He only lost 2 rounds. Even heading into the 10th round where he got the knockout. I had Regis up 9 rounds. I mean, 7 rounds to two. It was you can tell he took some rounds off, but he was boxing great. He kept that jab out all night. I felt that he could have pressed the issue and got him out of there way earlier than he did, but he still got him out of there in dramatic fashion. It was a lot of time. I think Jose Zepeda had his right side open all night for overhand left. And I kept saying it. I said, Regis gonna catch him with an overhand left. I said, it's right there. And my partner said, man, the straight left right there. I said, yeah, the straight left there. But that overhand left is like wide open. He can't even bring his arm up in time enough to guard for it. I said, he might can brace himself for that straight. That overhand left is gonna blind. It's gonna if he throw that jab right, it'll blind him, and that's exactly what happened. Threw that jab, wasn't expecting that overhand left, and he came right down on it and it stunned him, and he didn't know where the hell he was, and he got him up out of there. It was a great fight. I think it was a lot of stuff Regis left off the table. Like it was a lot of times that Zepeda came inside where Regis could have used his uppercut to get him up off of him. I would have liked to see more body work from Regis. I would have liked to see more of the simple 1-2 because that would have controlled the fight all day. That 1-2, he could have walked him down, especially being the fighter that Regis is because of his hands was down most of the fight. He didn't really have Jose Zepeda really didn't have his guard up. He's too hittable, and Regis could have used that effectively. But I think, like he said in the press conference, is that Zepeda did have power, so that was something he was weary of. But I saw him catch those punches and walk through them. I saw him catch those punches and walk through them, so I felt like he should have been the one doing more of the controlling and walking them down. But he did control the fight with the jab, and he was more defensively sound in this fight than I've seen him in the majority in most of his other fights. But it was a great
I
victory.
would have to agree. Um, Good breakdown. Um, so I'm mad you ain't get to see the Jermaine Frank, but just know it should have been a draw. It should have been a draw. I'm gonna come back to Steels. Steels, did you get to see John Ryder versus Zach Parker? Yeah, we got to talk about that before we get out of here. I gotta eat crow on that one. Yo, fuck you, Zach Parker. Wait, before you go, hold on. Fuck you, Zach Parker. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Nah, cause straight up, all these niggas sitting here telling me Boo Boo was scared of you, and all the motherfucker had to do was pull you and break your hand, clench, and pull your arm and break it on some motherfucking Mike Tyson shit, and they win the fight. Man, fuck you, Zach Parker. They sold me a product, and I'm not buying. Boo Boo beats him in my world.
Nah, I
Fucking
don't even know
John
why you
Ryder.
giving Boo Boo any credit for this. This make Boo Boo even look worse.
I keep it real. John Ryder. I gotta salute the good doctor on that call. That was a good call, bro. That was a good call. You know what I'm saying? He definitely said like he believed John Ryder. And John Ryder was really rough in there, bro. He surprised the shit out. He looked like one of them 1800 carnival bulls. You know what I mean? Type of motherfuckers, like short, compact, but in good shape. Like, but that motherfucker real rough. Like he's very rough in there. Like he be pushing, pulling you. Like he be bugging out in there. You know what I mean? You got to be careful with that little motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean he world class. I'll give him that. I'll give him
Nah,
that.
he definitely, and he wasn't tired. Let me tell you, a lot of dudes that be doing that shit in sparring be getting tired. Like pulling, clinching, and all of that. Like this, he was. I could tell he does that shit all the time
Bro, I
in
think it's more
sparring
than
and in
that.
the real fight.
It was more than the pulling and pushing. John Ryder's underrated skill wise. I think. I mean, his jab was matching Zach Parker's. Zach Parker had the height and reach advantage. Zach Parker is supposed to be the more slicker of fighters. The first round, Zach Parker was putting on his best Caleb Plant impression. But then the jab was starting to match. The shorter man's jab was starting to match the taller man's jab. You know what I mean? Um, Zach Parker was trying to move around the ring, but the underrated footwork of John Ryder was able to cut the ring off, right? And then he was able to do the pulling and the pushing, ruggedness. The jab got him into the position, and that mean to be effective on the inside. There was a couple times where um Ryder was letting his hands go through a nice 2 or 3 punch combination, and would hit Zach Parker with the overhand. Zach Parker didn't like that at all. And from that time, it seemed like he was looking for a way out. We see the man in the early stages of the fight. Zach Parker was showing that he could switch, fighting orthodox stance and then southpaw. So to me, his excuse of not being able to continue because of a broke hand is no excuse. You quit.
Facts.
You quit. You showed me that you can fight in both stances. So why couldn't you fight in the stance that was more advantageous for you to hide that injury? You quit because John Ryder was putting it on your ass. John Ryder was slowly moving towards and breaking you down, and you didn't want to get stopped spectacularly or get stopped at all. You rather just take the injury out. You wanted to take the injury out so bad that you had to show John Ryder the proof. Look at my hand at the end of the fight. It's messed up. Copping, please. in front of the world to see. Copping pleas for the in front of the world to see. Absolute disgrace. Zach Parker's name shouldn't even be speed. Yo, he needs to take the long road back into the upper echelon in the division. To be honest, that lofty number one position he was gave in the WBO sanctioned body was a gift. You know what I mean? Manila envelopes. The passing of Manila envelopes was the result of him being in that lofty position. In his first big level fight against a fringe world class contender, a high level domestic operator in John Ryder, and he quits because of a bum hand. That ain't no warrior. You know what I mean? And damn sure shouldn't be credited as being no interim champion.
Uh, can't disagree with nothing he said. Cadillac Red, did you get to catch any of that? Red, you there? I guess Red stepped away.
Yeah, my bad,
You
my bad.
there?
I'm here. I was trying to get to the mic and shit. Nah, I did not see the John Ryder fight.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't see. I
yeah,
didn't see
we,
none of
we
that. I
gotta
know.
eat
I
crow.
know. I agree with you. Fuck Zach Parker.
For real. For real, bro.
Fucking up the church's money like that. He fucked up the church's money real good,
Nah,
real good.
for real,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
For
Yeah,
real.
he did. He did. He did. He did. But no, I didn't catch it though. I didn't catch none of that.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So I guess we covered basically all bases with that one. Um. Um. We know that the homie coming back in February. Um. I mean, we could talk. You know, what I mean, do we got anybody next week?
Uh,
Mac, we don't got nobody next week.
you do got to fight next week. Um,
Who?
um, hold on. Let's see. So next week we got Austin Williams. You got Julio Cesar Martinez. Oh, Chocolatito and one
And
o'clock. Daniel.
Estrada.
Yeah, Daniel Dubois.
We betting.
Who? Yeah, bet some.
Nigga back a gambling motherfucker. You'd have thought this motherfucker
Eric
was
Chisora.
from another age town. This motherfucker, gambling motherfucker. I talked to you about that. I haven't seen how Juan been looking,
I like Juan
but
Estrada
I
though.
ain't gonna front.
Remember him?
Chocolate Tito impressed the shit out of me that last fight. I forgot who I picked. I picked against him, and he tagged somebody ass. I don't remember. Oh,
Did,
so that's
that
it.
in that Chocolatito fight, did he ever beat Estrada? I
Yeah,
mean, did
he
Estrada
beat
ever beat
Estrada the
him?
first time. Yeah, Estrada beat him the second time. This the
Oh,
trilogy.
so they like 1-1.
Yeah, this the trilogy.
All right, but I'm just saying, I'm just asking if the trilogy is deserving, is what I was
Yeah,
trying to
the
get
trilogy
to.
is deserving.
Okay, okay, okay. Because I'm tired of seeing these two motherfuckers fight each other. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I turn
Yeah,
around, the
that's kind of
only time they talk about Chocolatito being something is when he fighting Estrada. And I don't even know what Estrada they talk about when they talk about Estrada. Because it's like 30 of them. You know what I'm saying? And there's only one super bad.
you a fool. You fool, right?
No. So Let's see.
Well, when when is Caleb playing? And
Oh no, this is the second fight. This ain't even a trilogy. He won by split decision. You hear me?
oh, okay. Estrada won by split decision, right?
Yeah.
But Chocolatito beat somebody though before this fight got made,
Yeah,
and
he beat
he kind of impressed me.
Julio Cesar Martinez.
Oh, okay. That was Canelo and them boy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we looking forward to that. I seen my boy met up. My boy Benavidez, he met up with Jake Paul. They look the same damn size. They look the same damn size. And then he was telling him he got a spot in Puerto Rico, like they could spar, if you need him. I don't know. Jake Paul didn't. He ain't seen more like into the. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but Benavidez definitely like told him like, yo, like if you need work, I got a spot out in Puerto Rico too.
Either or.
I'm saying so. I know. I just respect Benavidez' move. I just think that he's like the young dude that ain't scared of nothing. You know what I mean? People hate on him all they want, but look, he got a shot at somebody and he took it. And I hate to say it like this, but I'm almost glad that Anthony Durrell shit happened because if he would have never won in the way that he did, I don't think he would have took the fight with Benavidez. So that almost had to happen. It's fucked up, but that's how it is. Because I actually like Anthony Durrell. But that had to happen to build his confidence enough to where he would take the bait with Benavidez. Because he that was kind of the best, like, look wise knockout, but I still think Wilder still got the best grade because it was first. It was the first round. Like, you get a first round. I'm sorry, you get an A+ no matter what how it look. So I think he get a better grade. But
Yeah.
yeah, you don't got Caleb Plant, do you? Now I ain't gonna ask
What
Mac
boy,
that.
what the fuck kind of shit?
He's like, we've been both arguing about that shit.
I don't even
Oh,
know why you
Red,
asked me.
Red, you got Plant?
Red ain't got plant.
I thought Red do like Plant. He don't like Benavidez because he lost the belt
Man,
twice.
Hold on,
after Caleb
hold on.
Plant pulled that
What happened?
shit.
I missed it. I missed it. My bad. What happened?
I was saying you got Plant in the
Against
Benavidez
who?
fight against Benavidez. He's fighting Benavidez.
Man, I guess I got. I guess yeah.
Man,
I'm roll
quit
with Plant.
smoking shit. You smoking that dope, cause nigga,
Oh,
you
you picking
just said.
Plant?
Hold on, wait. He just said when they announced the fight, he was gonna go with David Benavidez, cause he wasn't gonna pick the nigga that was sitting there asking Canelo. Oh, I'm a pretty good fighter.
You're right. You're right. I did say that.
Yeah,
I
you
did
said
say that.
that. I ain't forgot that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I just said you right. I just said you right. That's why I
Yeah,
was over here
you.
thinking like, That's I mean, today I might say Caleb Plant, but tomorrow it might be Benavidez. I don't know about neither one of these niggas. I just don't know, man. I mean, okay, fuck it. David Benavidez. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going with David Benavidez, nigga. Shit.
Oh
Because
man.
Mac is right, man. I can't trust no nigga that was all on Canelo dick. He might get in there and ask David Benavidez, I'm good, ain't I? Ain't I? Say, can you say it one time before you hurt me, please, sir?
No, that
Yeah.
is gonna happen when he gets stopped. Mark my words, he gonna get stopped.
I mean, I'm
The
just
only
saying.
It's gonna be brutal too. It's gonna be a slow beat down. I hope he don't go to the hospital after. But I think Benavidez gonna be real vicious in
It's only one person gonna pick Caleb Plant.
it. No, it's gonna be Mahari and 503.
It's Mahar.
Mahari always liked the Caleb Plant over Benavidez.
I
I remember arguing with his ass about
don't argue with Mahar.
it. Stills, who you got again? You got Plant, right?
Nigga, you crazy, bro.
He's like, I ain't taking that L. That's an unnecessary L. It's right there. The blueprint is literally right there.
I've been the number one nigga on Plant's helmet.
He started the Plant hate train.
Yeah,
I
plant-based foods.
yeah, I didn't fuck with him. I just
And I still am skeptical of this fight. I need to see him get in the ring. I won't be surprised if he has a mystery injury before the fight.
Yeah, I could see that. Don't say that, Steels, because I could see him doing some corny shit like that. Just because it's Benavidez and he's so fucking spiteful like a girl. Don't even put that in the air, bro.
It already is in the air because plant-based foods that on that type of time. Can't stop that.
I'm a good fighter, ain't I?
That was a good knockout, though. I gotta admit, though, that Anthony Durrell win was a damn good knockout. Can't take that from him. Shit, I actually thought Anthony Durrell should retire.
Yeah.
That's how bad a knockout it was. Shit, they made a meme out of him with a little kid with two mitts on the pole, hitting the body in the head. I said, that's fucked up.
They did. Was it a was it a meme? Or
Yeah, it was
was
like,
it just a or
alright, so what?
was it a
It was
punch
like a
tutorial?
no, it was like an edit. So what happened was
I seen
they
the video.
showed they showed the body in the head, and then they showed a
No, what I'm
little
saying,
kid.
I seen the video. I'm saying, was it a meme or was it a tutorial? It looked more like a tutorial on how he threw that punch.
I'm sorry, videographer. I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no,
I'm
no
sorry.
videographer.
I'm sorry, man.
Boy, this nigga here. I'm
I'm sorry.
not videographer.
He do it. He went
It
drama
looked like a
class and production on my
it,
ass real quick.
it just looked like a tutorial video of teaching
All
somebody
right.
for their punch.
All right. I'm sorry. It was a tutorial video
This nigga here, boy. I swear, egg ain't shit.
then.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh,
So, hey, with the fights that's coming up, let me ask y'all.
yeah.
We got Teofimo next week. He's fighting Sandor Martin, which with the possibility of it being it's being a WBC eliminator because the original eliminator was supposed to be for the WBO, but dude
Yo,
pulled.
you got the odds?
No,
Cause I know you.
I ain't
Cause
pulled up.
we all was gonna put in.
I ain't got the
If the
odds, but
odds was crazy,
but
I ain't
see
gonna. I
this
think we should play that now. I think we should, or some real shit. I'm not joking. We
No,
should play that
but
now.
but that's not the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you, do you think Teofimo is gonna be Regis' next fight, or do you think it's still gonna be Jose Ramirez?
No, I think it's gonna be Jose Ramirez. I think what's going. Oh wait. So Tio fight next week though.
He's fighting on the 10th,
Oh,
and he's fighting, and this is a WBC title eliminator.
so that's the week after, right?
Yeah,
Damn. I don't know. I guess maybe he might have to fight Jose Ramirez because I
I,
don't see them
I think Jose gonna duck again.
unless Jose duck, and then they'll have to automatically give it to Tio, and then it's up to Tio to see what he gonna do with it.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think right now Ramirez is the mandatory.
He is.
Um, but you right, the TO Sandor Martin is an eliminator, but we do know the WBC like to have they shit kind of lined up. So if the mandatory falls through, they got another kind of like default mandatory in line to take that number one. So with the possibility, the potential of Ramirez turning down the fight is real. He's turned down fights from Regis before, so him turning down this fight now is a possibility. The man ain't fought for a while, and it's I think he just got married or whatever.
No, he just
And
had a baby.
okay, he just had a baby and shit, and yeah, he's been inactive since the Pedraza fight. Ramirez probably looking at this, trying to his team probably looking at Regis in that performance, like, well, we need a tune up before we get up in that in there with Regis. So they might effectively turn down that fight and go another route, leaving it going to the next best contender in that the winner of that eliminator between Tiafimo and Sandor Martin.
Yeah,
Either way, either way, Regis is gonna have to deal with top rank, Ramirez or Tiafimo.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, I think the fight that's getting ready to come up before I end it off that I'm looking forward to, like I said, Frank Martin and Michelle Riviera. Um, definitely looking forward to that fight.
yeah. I'm looking forward to Jared and Shushu and Kenny.
Yeah, them two. Those are my guys. Um, let's get the people our last, man. Let's get ready to close out the TP, man. Yo, Mac, let the people
Yeah,
know what you got going on.
man. Got an interview with with Shakur Stevenson coming up this week. Another interview with Bruce Shushu Carrington dropping Saturday, and Mike Angeletti coming out. We got a few of these good interviews coming, so y'all just stay tuned, man. We rocking like
Uh,
man. Y'all come check out Ringside Views, man.
yes, sir.
Might as well start calling me Mr. Exclusive around this bitch. Yeah, yeah. It goes down.
Stills, man. Let the people know what you got going on, man.
Indeed, indeed. Y'all can check me out tomorrow. Bullshitting on the Beltway in the dig, 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We got another listening session. TWR presents right on YouTube and Twitch. We got Jack Craven coming into the boardroom for another live listening session. So yeah, keep it in tune for that. And of course, usualsuspect6.com, boxing rankings, uh, music, and of course the drip. You know what I mean? Shop usualsuspect6.com. You know what I mean? And get the flyers merch out there on the market. It's your favorite, get your most hated off fella. Salute to the TWT, salute to the LDBC, and I'm Gizon.
Yes, man. Salute to everybody that came through and viewed. We will have this uploaded on the YouTube Jab Jamboree page. Make sure you check out the previous video. I got it pinned at the top. Uh, Check us out in the upcoming weeks. More Clubhouse Boxing TeePeez. Become a member and make sure y'all still subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. All of the usual suspects. And with that being said, salute to the usual suspects, the LDBC, the Full Berserker Clan. It's your boy Act Reacher. I never say you wrong, and I'm out. Peace.